Russia's Su-57, Felon, is a single-seat, twin-engine stealth multi-role fighter developed by the Russian aircraft manufacturer Sukhoi. It has been in development since before the fall of the Soviet Union. The Su-57 is intended to replace the MiG-29s and the Su-27s in the Russian Air Force inventory. The fifth-generation Su-57 is the first Russian fighter aircraft to feature stealth technology, while it was also designed to feature supercruise, supermaneuverability, and integrated avionics. It is one of only 4 stealth fighters in the world along with China's J-20 and the US Air Force's F-22 and F-35 fighters. With all 3 countries trying to corner the market on exports, the F-35 and the J-20 leave the Su-57 far behind in terms of what the consumer is looking for as the next great fighter. In fact, it may actually be the least stealthy fighter of the bunch. Back in 1979, the Soviet Union decided they needed to design a next-generation aircraft that would enter service in the 1990s. The Soviet I-90 project was called the Fighter of the 90s project, and it called for the future fighter to be multifunctional, with ground attack capabilities as well as being an advanced air-to-air fighter. Sukhoi was not entered into the project, but developed their own next-generation fighter project and named their prototype the S-32 experimental aircraft, later designated S-37, and then Su-47. However, due to a lack of funds from the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Fighter of the 90s project was cancelled. Russian designers began working on a new next-generation fighter program that the Russian Defense Ministry launched in 1999. Looking to replace the MiG-29 and Su-27 with a lighter aircraft, Sukhoi developed the T-50 project. Sukhoi would win the contract with the Russian government, but at a weight of about 23 tons, it was nearly as large as the aircraft it was replacing. The aircraft's design was officially approved in 2009, and the T-50 was redesignated the Su-57 in 2017. India was originally a partner in development, but withdrew for unspecified reasons. The aircraft went through several issues with prototype testing and design flaws. And in fact, the aircraft's weight increased to 25 tons. The Russian government signed a contract with Sukhoi to produce 76 Su-57s by 2030, and the first fighter was finally rolled off the production line in 2019 and was delivered to the Russian Air Force in 2020. Back in October, Alexei Leonkov, a military arms expert, was quoted by the Russian news organization TASS as stating that contrary to Western military analysts, the Su-57 fifth-generation fighter outperforms its US rivals, F-22, F-35, in weapon systems, robotics, radars, and electronic warfare equipment. The Su-57 outshines them by now in terms of the amount and diversity of armament. On top of that, the latest solutions, such as the second pilot as a system that facilitates aircraft control and combat operations, a spherical all-around radar that sees everything in cutting-edge electronic warfare systems aboard the Su-57 leave the US rival far behind, Leonkov said. The West would like to see us lag behind, but this is not the case. Clear progress can be seen in Russia with regard to both twin and single-engine aircraft, Leonkov added. Although the Russians touted that the Felon can carry prototype hypersonic air-to-ground missiles, that claim is stretching the truth just a little bit. Russia's state-run RIA Novosti newspaper posted a report last year that the missiles used in Su-57 tests were functional full-size mock-ups, but not yet launched. The RIA Novosti added that the dummy missiles lack a propulsion system, fuel, and warhead but are otherwise identical to the real weapon in terms of weight and dimensions. The US Air Force is working toward deploying its own Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon or ARRW hypersonic weapon. Production issues with the Su-57 were many, which is why it took so long before they were finally delivered to the Russian Air Force in 2020. One of the main issues deals with the engine. Alex Hullings of Sandbox News wrote back in September of issues with the Felon's power plant. It's now expected that each Su-57 delivered to the Russian Air Force for the foreseeable future will come fitted with the Saturn Al-41F1 engine also found in the 4th-generation Su-35s. Not only does operating an older engine limit the performance of the Su-57, it also has a detrimental effect on stealth, Hullings wrote. And although the Russian government claims that the Su-57's avionics are on par with the F-35, the sensor suite that they claim gives the pilot 360-degree coverage, a claim that was challenged by the RAND Corporation, which wrote that the only aircraft with that technology is the F-35. While the F-35 and F-22 remain ahead of the SU-57 in terms of stealth and avionics, it is still a formidable fighter, but it may be a stretch to call it a fifth-generation fighter. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.